Well, Fisher has been known for the dramatic walk-ups. It's another 10 out of 10 from me up in the booth. This one, high and deep to left. Noah Fisher, 2-run shot, and no doubt about it, the first big fly in a Major League Stadium in 2025, and it belongs to the sophomore left fielder.
What is going on, everybody? I am here in Lone Depot Park in Miami. We're about to have 2 games for the Savannah Bananas. I'm a sports videographer for them, and we got a little bit of downtime right now and actually came out here to the home run spot. That's the spot that Zach likes. You stand on the stairs there, and it's great for catching home runs. But I'm just kind of roaming around, taking in the stadium. We got a little bit of time before the game starts. I wanted to share 2 tips with all of you on ways to get cinematic shots when you're doing sports videography. First tip is contrast. Contrast could be anything like color contrast. So this stadium's really nice because it has blue seats, so you can contrast the blue seats with the yellow jerseys, with the oranges of our skin. It could also be created through shallow depth of field. I'm going to be using a 50 f1.8 today, as well as a 70-200 f2.8. So having that shallow depth of field creates a lot of contrast, and also things like lighting. So where you position the lights above you, where you position the roof to kind of create some contrast, making the shots interesting. And then the second thing is composition. So even though you can't control where the ball is going to go or what's going to happen in the play, you can control your composition. And the big thing for me with that is getting low to the ground. You want to have your camera as low as possible. That way you can really create that heroic cinematic composition. And then a third tip, which doesn't really count, but I'll be doing it today as well. If you shoot in slow-mo, anything like 60, 120 FPS, you're pretty much just guaranteed to get a slightly prettier image that comes out when you slow it down. It really just creates that cinematic NFL film style look. So those are 3 things I'm going to be keeping in mind today while shooting. And yeah, I'll take you guys out on the field and we can look at the setup and get ready to film the game. Welcome to the Marlins dugout. So a real quick rundown of the gear we'll be using. Camera for today, we've got the Sony a7 IV. Right now I've got a Sony 50 f1.8 on there with an ND filter. Got the top handle. This will be for more artsy pregame shots, just kind of getting the cool cinematic-y stuff. And this is the setup we'll have for the game itself. We got a hi-hat, which is really useful for getting down low, field level, making sure you're really getting those shots that you can't possibly get from the stands. And I've got a Sony 70-200 2.8, again with an ND filter. So this is basically going to be the setup for today. Other essentials, we have DJI microphones. We'll be miking up some of the players, and of course, got to get some caffeine for game time.